Good afternoon, viewers. I am Honorable Alieu, Councillor Kemuje Ward. I am here to talk about the current issues or affairs of Gambia today. To my understanding, we have a lot of issues on the table as far as our beloved country is concerned. Most notably, the recent spike of killings that has been happening in our country. I think something need to be done because we cannot live in a stabilized and a decent nation when people's lives are on the threat. We should embrace each other no matter how difficult issues are. We should try to comport ourselves and make sure that we play an integral part towards maintaining the peace and stability that will pay a dividend towards the common good of every citizen. Of recent, we've seen the um, independent stadium at the Friendship Hostel incident, where a young promising Lamarana was gruesomely killed by one Miss Sinyal of Bakau. Um, I think such opponents should have no place in our decent country. And when we say democracy, we should know what democracy entails. We should know the values and norms of democracy. Because let's be realistic and know that as far as democracy is concerned, where my rights stop is where somebody's right begins. Where somebody's right begin is where my rights stop. So of recent, as I say, there were many issues that has happened has happened in this country. I think the authorities should come up with a detailed pressure to address such issues so that those involved should stay away or stop them. So to my understanding or to my view, as a local representative, um, these appointments they are not helping us. They are not helping the central government, they are not helping the local government because another one also happens at Sinju Alaji and at Sinju Sori, and I think even the police has attested to it. Just within this September, I think 5 murders or 5 killings has happened. As I read it on Kefatu, where the police PRO have already attested to. So I think these are some of the things that should stop. Coupled, coupled with some other issues that have been happening in this country. The corruption at the at the at the central government, at the governance, at the government is just too much. We've seen recently the Minister of Youth and Sport who was confronted by Gambians in the social media when his wife didn't travel with the team and they just concluded Commonwealth Games in UK in Birmingham and also Islamic Games in Turkey. He has alluded to the fact that yes, the wife traveled. She couldn't secure a visa. She was not part of the delegation, but yet still she received a pardon on behalf of the government. We think these are not fair. If I were the minister, I would have honorably resigned. If I love the country, if I'm not in for my position. We've learned that the member of Comba, we've just learned that the member of Comba South, Honorable Keke Barrow, the former majority leader, in yesterday's deliberation, he made it clear that let the minister resign. Because people are saying the National Assembly should take up their functions. They should take up their role. He challenged the Minister of Youth and Sport to resign. I think if I were Mr. Baji, my brother, I would have just resigned. So the president, being the head of the government, the number one, uh, 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 how to call it, he is the head of the government. He is the head of the country. He should have come up during his State of Nation address to come up with these issues, the corruption, the killings, and the other issues. Women are dying in our hospitals during birth. These are some of the issues that should come up to address the nation, to come up with such issues to say, this is what I'm going to do, this is what my government will do. But you cannot just be silent on these issues. So to me, there are a lot of things happening in the country. If the authorities, executive is mute on these issues, where are we heading to? So these are some of the things that, to my understanding, as a local representative, I think as a Gambian, we all have a stake to play. We all have a role to play. But the best role should be should come from the executive, because corruption, as I say, is rampant. We've just had the judiciary, the last hope of everything. If it is said 11 million went missing, the police have opened an investigation. But I think before that opening that investigation, the police, the 600 million of the president, which was featured by the Auditor General's department. Why could the police open up investigations? We have seen a lot of, even the Bakar Baji saga. The police should have invited him, investigate him, to know why this happens. Because he's not an ordinary man, he's a state minister. So there are, as I say, a lot of corruption or malpractices happening. The COVID funds, we've seen the minister of health during the COVID-19. He went to the parliament at the National Assembly. He told lawmakers that yes, there is corruption at the ministry. But what have he done to stop that corruption? What did the police do to make sure that they played an integral part to bring perpetrators to book? That went like that. So I think the Gambia belongs to Gambians. So irrespective of our political affiliations, we should make sure that the good image of the country, the good image of our president, the good image of our lawmakers, the good image of our councillors, the good image of our ministers, and every citizen should be protected. How can that be protected? It's very simple. If somebody is involved in a saga, let the police investigate, and if the person is found um, guilty during the course of investigation, let them push the matter to the court. It's left to the court to ascertain whether the person is guilty of the offense charge or not. We've seen the GMPC, at least, despite the fact the court have acquitted and discharged them on all the charges, but they were arrested, they were interrogated, and they were taken to court. But you still. So the government said they are going to appeal that verdict or that judgment from the court. So this is how government is governed. But we cannot just be there and lift it. Our health sector is in deplorable condition. The education sector, the agriculture, most most certainly all the sectors in the country. Where are we heading to? We've seen the administration that left before this current administration. For people, Jame is not compromised on economic charges. We play with our minds, we play with our phones. The next day, you are seen at somewhere. So to me, this is the little I have. The Gambia, if it moves forward, it's for all of us. If it's moving backward, it's for all of us. So the corruption and the recent spate of killings that have been happening in our country, from the rural Gambia to the urban Gambia, it requires an attention, and it should be an all-inclusive. Let the police play an integral part to make sure that any other person who is involved in such, let them be brought to book. I thank the police. I really commend them. They are doing their work, but they still need to redouble their efforts. As I say, in the era of corruption, let them not stop in the 11 million missing. We've seen how many times have the Auditor General's office dig and report to the entire Gambians what has been happening. So I think in the nutshell, this is what I have, unless if you have a follow-up question. But to my scene, and as a Gambian, and as a local government authority, my advice is for people, let us embrace each other. These killings are of no good to roads. Again, I saw it on Police magazine. 3 youths from, is it Bilkamajida or where, were arrested along the Jambanjeli Osanya highway. They still think they were arrested for stealing 3 goats with a 40-year-old man. So these are things that should have no room in our country. Hooliganism have no position, have no room in our modern Gambia. I thank you for giving me the space to come and also give my verdict or give my view on how our country is being going.